كان في بلدي مش ممكن أنساه يا بلدي فين أيام زمان قبل الوداع.
أجلت سفري النهاردة. ليه أجلت سفري النهاردة؟ لأن في شخصية مهمة جدا كنت مهتم إن أنا أقابلها، أعرف إزاي هي شافت الأقصر، اتكلمت إزاي مع المكان، والأهم إزاي المكان اتكلم معاها، وكمان ناس الأقصر وعيشة الأقصر والآثار المختلفة جدا. تلت آثار العالم موجودة في الأقصر. شخصيتنا ابتدت تنزل، هروح ألحقها.
ضربك قريب من ضربنا، بيتك هنا أهلك هنا، حزن البشر ده حزننا، كل الغريب حضنك هنا. ضربك قريب من ضربنا، كل الغريب حضنك هنا. ضربك قريب من ضربنا، بيتك هنا أهلك هنا، حزن البشر ده حزننا.
So, Princess Marie Azmeralda.
Yes, that's
welcome.
correct.
Right, I pronounced it correctly.
Perfect.
Well, guys, it's my very first time to have a real princess with me. I only saw princess in fairy tales and cartoon, but it's great to have a real one here. Well, your first time here, I understand.
My first time in Luxor, not my first time in Egypt.
Okay, first time in Luxor.
Yes,
How did you see it so far?
fantastic. I mean, it's beauty everywhere. First, to be on the Nile is something very special. And then this morning, we went to see the Valley of the Kings, Valley of the Queens, and it was just amazing.
Tell me about the Valley of Queens, because of course you would be more interested about Queens.
Well, it was very special because we went to see the tomb of Queen Nefertari, which is
She was a beauty.
Yes, she was a beauty. The tomb itself is fantastic. The colors are so vivid, and I never imagined it could be such a beauty.
You were surprised?
Yes, very much.
What else have you seen there?
In the valley,
Of
we went
Queen.
also. That was the only one we saw. And then before we went to see Tutankhamun tomb,
Oh,
which for me is very special because many years ago, my grandmother, who was Queen Elizabeth of Belgium, she
Yes.
came for the opening of the tomb of Tutankhamun.
oh.
She was there.
So how did it feel? I mean, being in the same place that your mother came, your
My
grandmother
grandmother, yes.
came to watch the launching of the place.
Yeah.
How did it feel? Tell me.
Very special, very emotional, because I imagine what you can imagine in 1923. It was quite a trip, quite an adventure to come all the way from Europe and to discover this treasure of the tombs. So yes, very special for me.
But Marie as a person, if you allow me to, Princess Marie as a person, you're more interested in sightseeing, great monuments. What really attracts your attention?
Everything. Landscape, people, try to discover the country. Yeah. And of course the monuments, because Egypt has such a culture, such a history.
Yeah. Do you have a chance to get into contact with ordinary people here?
Well, not yet. I arrived yesterday very late.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
Our first morning was already so full and so exciting, and I'm only staying 2 days.
Oh, what a pity. Very short.
Because I'm doing this documentary on my grandparents and their visit here.
So tell me more about this documentary. You're working as a director, producer.
No. The director is from Belgium. He's with me, Nicolas Delvaux. But I'm collaborating. I'm going, if you want, on the footsteps of my grandparents, discovering what was their life.
Are you doing any support for discovering monuments and tombs here in Egypt right now? In Luxor, maybe?
Well, it would be nice, but
Good idea, very good idea. Yeah?
But for the moment, it's just following what my grandmother did here.
So being
And she stayed in the Winter Palace.
oh, so and you're
So
staying in the
almost-
same place too.
Exactly, almost 100 years ago she stayed.
So are you staying in the same room or
No.
different rooms?
No, I don't think so, but
Uh-huh.
at least I know that she spent several days there.
Well, look at this view
Amazing.
and
so
tell me
beautiful.
what does it tell you?
Well, the light first is so special in Egypt.
Yes.
Is so beautiful, and then you imagine that so many centuries are looking at you.
Yeah, on the west bank, where the tombs of old
Yeah.
pharaohs, more than 4,000 years ago. How does it feel when you get all these info in your mind?
Well, I think there are few places in the world where you have this feeling of overwhelming by history and by civilization.
Would you love to live here?
I think you have a wonderful country, beautiful. Yeah.
As an artist, what does this artistic
Well,
view
I
tell
wish
you?
I would be a painter and I could paint.
You're not. I thought
I'm
you
not,
are.
No. Maybe I can take pictures, but not paint.
If you're living in like 4,000 years ago in Egypt, in Luxor, how would you imagine your life in this era? And you turn around. Oh, she's looking and she's trying to get the feeling of the place and to breathe in the
Okay,
air
I
of the
could
place.
be on a boat like this on the Nile. I think some of the views have not changed.
Yes.
Of course, you can forget about some
There are
construction.
actually there are some people living there right now.
Yeah.
I myself envy them.
Where do
Because
you live?
I live in Cairo. It's quite different from here. It's like any capital city anywhere. But it feels like serenity here, like
Yeah, peace.
peace. Everything is at peace.
That's true.
And you know this
And of course, the Nile is very special.
yeah. Do you have rivers in
Yes, we
Belgium?
do,
Yeah.
but not the same size.
But not the same size. It feels. We have a saying in Egypt. We say that whoever drinks from the river Nile should come back again, because it makes kind of attraction and magic.
Yeah, it's you're right. The word is magic. It's a very special, magical place.
And have you done any cruises like this before in a river, in a fancy cruise where?
Never here. I haven't done a cruise here.
No, I mean abroad during your visits and traveling.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Where?
Oh, in Europe I have done, and then. You mean on river or near?
Yes,
or?
in rivers.
Oh, yes. Because I have been on the sea many times, but
No,
on river, yes, in Europe, yes.
I
In
think
France, it's very different.
it's different
Yes.
here. What makes it very different here?
But first history, as we said, and the length of the Nile and all what it means.
If you are to make a documentary about the River Nile, about Luxor, what would you have in this documentary? How will you do it? Very difficult question.
Very different.
Yes. Can we come over here? So, I was asking, how would you make a documentary, if you want, about this magic place?
Well, that would be a nice place to start. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a nice place to start, yes.
Just to have this amazing view.
It feels like the river of life.
Yeah.
You know that we say that the River Nile is like the river of life for all Egypt. How do you feel when
It was beautiful to see this morning also, all along the Nile, how green it is, how fertile the ground is. Wonderful.
When you go back to Belgium and send a card to your friends there or in Europe, what will you write in your card? How will you draw your feelings and describe the things you've done here? My crew tell me, look to the camera, we want to see the princess. Yeah.
I wish I could take. I will take in my head all those beautiful memories, but it's difficult to. Even pictures don't show the feeling and the
No,
beauty.
I mean, if you send a card right now to your friends back home in Belgium and in Europe or around the world, and try to explain to them your feelings, and you try to make them share whatever you share here, what will you tell them?
I would say
You tell them,
peace,
yeah, they are there.
peace and serenity, and especially on this.
من وانا صغير نفسي اعمل النايل كروز، وكان عندي احلام كتيره ومتخيل الموضوع هيبقى رائع وما حصلش. لكن بجد الجمال ده والهدوء ده والطبيعه دي ما كنتش متخيل انها بالسحر وبالروعه دي. طريقية تسمح لنا بقى نقف كده نستمتع بالجمال ده هنا؟
أو
يلا بينا.
excuse me. شايف الجمال ده؟
احنا على فكرة أكيد كلنا بنحسدك إن أنت ما بتستمتع بالجمال ده.
والله أنا يعني معظم تحركاتي مش في المركب ده، أنا باجي عشانكم. أنا معظم تحركاتي مرور على المشاريع، مرور على المواطنين كده يعني.
لا بس في
تحركات
أكيد بتبقى في لحظات كده بنسرقها من الزمن وبنسرح.
مش مع نفسي، هي اللحظات دي لما بتبقى ما في ضيف مهم زي كده أو في وفد سياحي أو في غرض معين أنا بعمله علشان الدعايه الأقصر والكلام ده، هو ده اللي بيخليني اخرج واقعد معاكم هنا والكلام ده. لكن معظم الامور ضغطي مرتفع جوه المكتب.
طب فرصه نيجي هنا عشان نبقى في
فرصه بقى ان احنا بنسترخي هنا معاكم ومع الاميره طبعا، وحاجه كويسه يعني.
احساس بقى، اكيد حضرتك قابلت شخصيات اجنبيه كتير جدا.
طبعا.
احساس الاجانب لما بياخدوا الكروز دي في النيل بيبقى عامل ازاي؟
احساس جميل جدا. انا لسه السفير البلجيكي بيقول لي دي سعيده
موجود
جدا
معانا؟
جدا. اهو السفير البلجيكي اهو قاعد اهو معانا.
موجود معانا.
فبيقول لي الاميره مبسوطه جدا جدا. قلت له انا سعيد قوي ان انا بسمع منك الكلام ده. قال لي بتقول مش ممكن لقيت مكان ريلاكس زي ده وجمال.
طب ما ايه رايك نجيبه ينضم لنا؟
alright. Mr. Ambassador.
What's his name? Mr. Ambassador.
Yes.
Would you care to join us?
Yes, we do.
Oh, great. Well, my name is Mohammed from the Egyptian Satellite Channel, the Ambassador of Belgium in Egypt. Is it your first time to take a cruise here in Luxor?
No, that's not my first time. I've been here in February last year to support the Belgian archaeological team who discovered an interesting mud clay pyramid in the Noble Valley.
Oh.
They are from the University of Brussels and Liège in Belgium.
How long they've been here?
They come for now nearly 10 years.
10 years working here.
Systematically in February.
Yes. طيب ايه بقى حكايه الاكتشافات اللي عملتها البعثه البلجيكيه دي؟
البعثه البلجيكيه اكتشفت بعض حاجات.
بقى لها 10 سنين شغاله هنا زي ما سيادة السفير بيقول.
بقى لها مده طويله شغاله واكتشفت حاجات برضو في منطقه اسمها الكاب شمال الاقصر وهي جايه بقى توثق كل الكلام ده وتوثق الزيارات بتاعت والدها الملك للاقصر.
This is for Luxor, and then we have 80 kilometers to the south in El Cap.
El Cap.
We have a very important Belgian mission that is there for 100 years nearly.
Oh.
Yes. And they are working on two different sites. One are Narmer pre-dynastic tombs, and the others are prehistoric drawings on the rocks.
Wow, great.
Yes.
But I would like it to take you to another dimension. As a human being, as a person, when you take a cruise in the River Nile, how does it feel?
Relaxing, anyway. Very relaxing. And
With the tombs over there, and a history of 4,000 years ago, and you're part of this.
You are part of the Egyptian rhythm.
Yes.
The people, how they built the pyramids, they drag those stones on those boats. They carried that there to the graveyards. And as you take the time to rest a bit on those nice cruise boats, you share a bit of the feeling of what is the eternal Egypt.
Yes. الناس مبهورين فعلا زي ما حضرتك بتقول سيادة المحافظ.
طبعا.
مين أكتر الجنسيات اللي بتبقى حاسة بتوحد مع المكان وبتبقى حاسة إنها جزء من المكان ده؟
اللي هم أكتر سياح بيجوا الأقصر من الإنجليز ومن الألمان ومن الفرنسويين. دولت أكتر 3 بلاد يعني بيحبوا جدا ان هم يجوا الاقصر مهتمين جدا بكل الاثار اللي موجوده والنهارده الحمد لله كسبنا بلجيكا اهو معانا
كسبنا دوله جديده معانا
وبعدين في البطل بتاع البلياردو هيلعب 2 بطلين
بطل بلجيكا
2014 و2013 من بلجيكا هيلعبوا بطوله البلياردو العالميه اللي هي عندنا في الاقصر اللي هي من يوم 23 ان شاء الله فدي حاجه كويسه قوي وهم كانوا مبسوطين.
انا معجب جدا ان حضرتك بتفكر بشكل عالمي بشكل ان لازم يبقى في ايفنتس في احتفاليات كبرى في النهارده بطوله بكره في مهرجان سينما بعده مش عارف في مهرجان سينما تاني. انت مخطط اجنده طول السنه للاقصر؟
احنا بنوثق الاجنده دي دلوقتي يعني انا النهارده لما اقول ان بطوله البلياردو اتعملت في شهر مثلا مارس النهارده السنه الجايه باذن الله هنسعى ان هي تتعمل في شهر مارس
يبقى بشكل منتظم كل مارس احنا موجودين.
اي جهه بتتصل بيا عشان تعمل اي ايفنت عندي في الاقصر انا بقدم لها كل التسهيلات بحيث ان هي اشجعها انها تيجي وما تروحش مكان تاني. صحيح كله مصر ولكن طبعا الواحد خلاص بقى عنصري نواحي الاقصر.
لا طبعا يعني. طبعا. Mr. Ambassador, if I ask you to send a postcard to your friends back home in Belgium and your friends around the world, telling them and sharing them your experience here, what would you tell them?
No, I will show them that nobody saw except very few. Me in the tomb of Nefertari.
Oh, that was very, very exclusive for the ambassador because Nefertari is not open to the audience, right?
Yeah, that's
right. To the governor and the minister of antiquities, we had the absolute privilege to be among the first for years to get in. And there in this tomb, you cannot believe the emotion we all had in seeing the freshness of those drawings or those landscapes. How realistic is, how human is. And as you see those characters, and you see the Nile, and you see well, nothing changed in 4,000 years. And that's Egypt.
تفوت أيام تموت أحلام تعدي شهور تدور الأرض والدنيا وهو يدور ولسه بيجري ويعافر ولسه عيونه بتسافر ولسه قلبه لم يتعب من المشاوير